That was not as satisfying as I thought. Hang on, we gotta do this again. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, great. Great, Bebo. Okay. Let me get this Poe, and then I'll set it up. Okay, so what he's talking about is a clip. Hang on, we'll just take a quick break from Zelda for a minute. The zoo goes off the grid. A spokesperson for the zoo was excited to announce a partnership with Wind Power Incorporated to undertake construction of green energy facilities at the zoo. The local power station conglomerate CEO had this to say: "We do not approve of people generating their own power and not buying it from us. That's because executives like me earn millions of dollars every year for doing nothing much. And this threatens my decadent way of life. Sure, we warm up the planet, but people love warm weather." So this game is basically like if everybody was in Jim Carrey's Liar Liar. You have to tell the truth. So everybody just tells the truth about, like, look, I just like money and I like living a decadent lifestyle, and I don't think you should be allowed to generate your own power because then you won't buy it from me. I see you holding that, but
Hey, I was still in there.
You shot.
No,
you shot yours.
Shoot
A rocket
after
a rocket went right by my head. Oh,
I didn't shoot until after you shot. You shot at me.
I don't know. Do we need a replay?
Play it back on the replay.
I don't have that
Clumsy,
cool. I don't have that cool
first?
replay. Yeah, Clumsy can tell us who shot first.
Clumsy, you're the moderator here. Who shot first?
Try to get the glare. Wait. There we go. Screenshot. Any day now. It'll stop any day now. I won't sing it anymore. But yeah, that has been the feeling of the last, like, almost 3 years now. The spacebar is usually the loudest one. What's the matter, bud? My dog's over there whining. I'm not typing anything. A little thunk. A little thocky. Oh. 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 Oh my. I don't think this is what I was supposed to do. They're fighting. You're even weaker than your fresh produce selection. And the way you throw punches is just like Joja. Quantity over quality. Oh, huzzah. Joja Mart brand revolver. That's good music for this. Whoa. You just kick him through the ceiling? What? He killed him. I think we just witnessed a murder. Yeah, he wasn't ever heard from again because you murdered. I did? Surely not. I said cleaning. You're right. Wait, did I? Okay, hang on. Can we clip it? Is it too late to clip it and go back? It's probably too late, right? Man, if Mrs. Nonder was gone for that long, I don't know what I'd do with myself. I'd probably stream the whole time. Yeah, that's one I haven't tried yet, and Charles keeps telling me to try it, and I haven't tried it yet. I looked at it and I was like, I don't know if I want to get into anything like that just yet. Okay, how do I want to design these trees? I should have put more thought into it. I definitely want like I want a nice. Okay, there we go. So I was trying to time that clip to where it would end right at the 5 minutes, but I couldn't do it. Hello, good morning. Hi, friends. How's it going? First off, Clumsy Artist, congratulations on your 31 Phantom Menaces. What's the plural of Phantom Menace? Phantom Menaces. Phantom Menaces. Phantom Menaces. Yeah. Anyway, you got a lot of them. Congratulations about that. You read almost. You were almost there. Also, the keyboard phase was not a phase, Mom. The Lego keyboard is around here somewhere, actually. Actually, I usually use it for this stream. I need to hook it up. And I still have that Keychron, that one that we showed off on stream a while back. That's the one I still use. The chunky. Hangry Hannah, hi, welcome. The channel point redeem is going well. I have to spend some time reversing the stars because we realized that the stars were going the wrong direction. So I have to go, hopefully this weekend, when I have a little extra time, I have to go and do that. So that, just adds to the realism, Let's see. I got to get signed in on here so that I can monitor the stream while I do the Lego stuff. Meant to do that during the loading screen. Just didn't, is that me? Nope, that's Lars. Where's me? There we go. Okay, yep, we're gonna go to the stream. Sorry, I know this is riveting content. Let's go to mod view. Is that working? Yeah, I can show you one more time. Let's see. Where's the helmet? There it is. Okay, so the redeem is gonna be putting on the helmet, right? Okay. 1 second, let me see. Here we go. Okay, so the problem is I gotta switch scene. I gotta switch scene collections right now. This is getting deep. There's so many things like on top of other things right now. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think I swapped. Scene collection, main. Oh, yep, you might. Oh, sorry about that. Holy, what? That was really loud. Sorry about that. Anytime I switch scene selections, that happens. Looks like I'm still live. Okay, good. All right, so here's the X-Wing. There it is. And then here we go to hyperspeed. But yeah, you'll notice that the hyperspeed's going the wrong direction. Oh, Clumsy, have you not seen this yet? Yeah, so I need to go in and reverse that video and then probably reverse these stars too to look like they're going the other direction. So it looks, this is the cockpit, right? So it needs to look like it's going that way. Yeah, so this is going to be a new channel point redeem that I'm working on. And then I'll play, I'll continue to like play with the helmet on for a little while until I get hot and take it off. Yeah, I can wait in here just a minute. I'm just getting things set up anyway. Oh, it's hard to drink coffee. But yeah, I need to, so there's still a couple of things that I'm working on. And now apparently what I need to do is get this scene nested into my other profile for Lego so that I can also, it's a whole thing. I have like scenes for Lego. I have scenes for the regular streams, which by the way, Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to switch back over to it. What's up, Darth Torlin? How's it going? I like if you do it just right, you can hit buttons. Boop. I don't know what any of these buttons do, but hey, Darth Torlin, how you doing this morning? We are going to do Lego. Actually, I'm going to do a smaller set anyway, so it works out that we're just kind of chilling for right now. We're going to do this one. This is part of the backlog. The Battle of Endor Heroes. It's been a while since they've released new brickheads for Star Wars, so I really like this series. I have pretty much think I have all of them, other than some of the Comic-Con exclusive ones. I have pretty much all the other ones over on the shelf there that you'll see in a minute. You actually got this one at the Lego store because we were there. Gosh, it's been a while now, though. I got that, and I think I bought the Star Destroyer at the same time I bought that one, I think. Okay, here, let me switch to this. Hold on one sec. 1 second. Okay. Whenever I switch these scene collections. But yeah. We're coming, okay? Just hang tight. It's gonna happen. Well, that is really out of whack, though. Oink. Oink. Okay, there we go. So many different camera angles. This is getting really complicated here lately. Hold on to your asteroid belts. This stream is exploring the bizarre phenomenon of sentient space burritos and their quest for world domination. I said phenomenon. Before we get started then, what are you all up to this weekend? What do you got going on? Any cool plans? I guess I can go ahead and start opening this at least. Getting the bags out. We had my brother and his family over last night. We did a little bonfire, some s'mores, classic stuff like that. And my throat's kind of killing me this morning. I think just from all the smoke, I was just smoking too much. But it was nice. It was nice outside. It started raining just a little bit. It started, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over. Yeah, we had pizza and s'mores, which I ate more calories last night than I have in probably most of the week. So there's that. You'll be alone for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm so sorry to hear that. Or unless that's what you wanted. Is that is that a good thing, or if it's not, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's take it over to Lego Desk, shall we? Hello. It did switch, right? Okay, it did. There we go. I got to get over here so I can moderate while and I can see what the scene is looking like. The only other thing that I think I want is it would be pretty nice to have a monitor over here so I could really view the stream and whatnot without having to use a delay on the iPad. But you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, so here we go. This shouldn't take us too long, so we'll just kind of chill this morning. Oh, each one has its own instruction booklet too. That's even better. Any votes on which one we start with? I'll show you which ones there are here. I think that's all of them. So we got Lando. We got our boy Lando. This one's adorable. R2-D2. Luke Skywalker, Endor version. One of my favorite Luke Skywalker outfits, by the way. Little Ewok. And Leia. And also one of my favorite outfits for her, too. Just something about the Endor strike team, Omen, good afternoon. Someone posted you can connect a tablet to your monitors just like a normal computer monitor. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to look into that and see. I know I can connect this to my monitors and like extend it onto the monitors, but using it like a separate monitor, I know you can on Mac, but I'm not so sure about, yeah, post it in Discord for sure. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could actually see a live view from over there. I don't really want to add another monitor, but I will, you know, if I have to. You could honestly, there's either a tech channel or really you could probably throw it in general if you want. I'm not too much of a stickler about that. Any votes? Any votes to see which one we do? The R2D2 is adorable. He's here. Okay, you want me to do it real quick? One sec. Let's go back over here. Hi. Okay, hang on. Let me grab it. Oh, I gotta switch scene collections. Hold on. I gotta let that play out. Punch it. And then we go to hyperspeed. I'm still working on this scene. This is going to be a channel point redeem, where you can redeem this for me to put the helmet on. Then we go to hyperspeed, and then I'll wear the helmet the rest of the time for the stream. Just a little fun thing I'm working on. It's pretty cool, right? The background here is from Star Wars Squadrons. This is a background that they were giving away on their website. However, I had to painstakingly erase all of the stuff that was out here in order to make it open for the stars. And it took me about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to do that. But I think it was worth it. Looks pretty cool, huh? Well, there you go. I'm glad you got to see it. Okay, let me switch back over here. May the force be with you. Okay, we're good. I wanted to say, and also with you. Okay, jeez, this setup, man. The setup is getting pretty wild. But it's so much fun, you know. And 4-Star Ball, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We do a lot of Lego and Star Wars content around here, so if that's something that you enjoy, this might be a good place for you. I think I like the R2D2, but I think we should save that one. I think it should go in this order. Let's do Leia, Luke, Lando. I just realized that all the L's went to Endor. Leia, Luke, and Lando. Stay on target. Stay on target. Well, that's a nice emo. Where's that one come from? Or is that your emote, Darth Torlin? That's a good one. I like that. I gotta work on my emote game. Ooh, and lightsabers too. Man, I gotta work on that. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate that. Yeah, so let's do that. Leia, Luke, Lando, Wicket. Is it Wicket? Maybe. I don't remember if it's Wicket or not. Or if it's just a just an Ewok. It is Wicket. It is actually Wicket. Okay, cool. I don't know if this is the order they want us to go in, but it's the order we're going to go in. Bag number 5. I'm hoping just each one is its own bag. That'll be really nice. Those are yours. That's pretty cool. I like that. Are they also Lego too? It's hard to tell on the smaller screen. It's hard to tell if they might be Lego or not, but either way, they're still pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's 6:45 a.m. Why are you yelling? I'm not. You want to hear me yell? I should just... I'm not a loud person. If I could. Lego emotes are this one and that one. Those are nice too. I definitely have to work on my art game. I don't know if maybe I should find the person who did Lutz's. I want a different style than what he's got, because I'm my own stylistic person, you know. Hi Kay, good morning. It's Saturday, finally. This has felt like a long week. It wasn't a hard week, it was just long, you know. Everything went pretty smoothly. I managed to wiggle out of going into the office for more than one day, so that's nice. You don't like Lutz's style either? It's gross. Well, I'll tell him you said that. I'm just talking about the emotes, you know. I just prefer a different one. Long and hard. My ear itches, sorry. That I think I just itched my brain there for a second. So I started a little later this morning, but I've been thinking about maybe unifying my start times. Since I go live at 6:30 during the week, maybe it's a good idea to keep that the same time on the Saturday streams too. Cuts me down by about 30 minutes, but that's not always a bad thing. Less is more sometimes when it comes to me. Kay, have you seen the X-Wing redeem that I'm working on? You might have been here the other day when we were working on it. I just don't recall. I can't remember. Oh, see, I'm sitting here looking for a piece that is like one of those angle pieces, and it looks like we just built it based on these 2x. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, the background thing. Yeah. I just got to work on getting the stars in the right direction, which you've seen it. Okay, good. I'll try to work on that this weekend. Maybe even later today. Can you all believe that Thanksgiving is this next week? I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around that. It just feels like there just isn't a ton of time between. Usually it's fast between Halloween and Thanksgiving, right? But geez, it seems like lately it has been, you blink, it's Halloween. You blink, it's Thanksgiving. You blink, it's Christmas. You blink, it's New Year's. I don't know. We put up our Christmas decorations the other day. I know you're getting close to putting up Christmas decorations too. I just realized this is the wrong piece for this. So I've got to start that over. Should be the other way around. Thank you. Must be some really long blinks. I mean, that's the thing. They don't feel like it. They feel like just relatively short blinks, you know? Yeah, so Kay's getting his Christmas decorations set up. You're getting a real tree again this year, right? He usually has a beautiful little background behind him with a nice little Christmas tree. It's beautiful. Light green. Lots of Yoda colors in this one. There it is. Yep. Hey, look at this, though. For every time that we complain about a sticker, we have to remember, if I can find it, that there are still some pieces that Lego has graced us with not having to put stickers on. If I can find this piece anywhere. Where are you? You're in here somewhere. Hello, don't make me look like a fool in front of all my friends. There's the eyes. She's got 3 eyes. Got that third eye. Where is it? No. Hold on. Where are you? For real though. Don't tell me you're a sticker. No, that's definitely not a sticker. Oh, it's 3. Maybe my mind is... I was looking for the wrong thing in my mind. I was looking for a 2x and it's a 3. But look at this. See? That's printed. I don't know if you can see it, but let's see if that works. Good morning, Lars. No sticker. So for every time that we complain about Lego not doing or giving us a sticker to do, we can take hope in the little things, in the fact that sometimes they do actually give us printed content, you know? Oh, I was also going to make that a channel point redeem too. Like whether or not, if you want me to skip the sticker rant every time it comes up. How's it going, Lars? Happy weekend. Good afternoon. Look at that. It's like a little utility belt. Oh, and it looks like I ruined this. I ruined it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dang it. There we go. There. Jeez. Oh, were you saying something? I was. Got some work and such to do tomorrow, but I'm taking it very easy for today. That's awesome. You'll love to see it. What do we got? We had some people over last night. I don't know. I don't think we have anything huge planned for today. I think the mother-in-law's coming over. Yeah. I think I'm being sent on a grocery trip after stream today to pick up a couple of things. We've already started getting the turkey ready for Thanksgiving. So that's fun. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. All right, you know what? I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say what my heart knows to be true. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Like I like Christmas. Now, don't get me wrong. Like one of the reasons I like Thanksgiving is because of its inherent build up to Christmas. That's kind of built into the DNA of Thanksgiving. But Thanksgiving itself, I would say, is like the superior holiday. And I know that sounds crazy because you're like, but you know, presents, Christmas, Yuletide, cheer, all of that. That's all great. But I feel like it's all not possible without Thanksgiving. I feel like Thanksgiving is just the perfect startup to the holiday season. And I love it. I love it. And we all know that the holiday season is really just about build up. Like that's really all it's about. The day itself can kind of be like, but if the build up is good, if the anticipation is good, then yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, you heard me. I feel like I've said this take to you before. Surely. I understand that, like, you know, Thanksgiving is nothing without Christmas, but it is my favorite of it because we have all this stuff to look forward to, all that anticipation. And I like that Thanksgiving kind of kicks it off, you know. Has your wife heard you say Thanksgiving is better than Christmas? I'm pretty sure. Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. Are you high as F right now? I'm just saying, hey, I am admitting that the reason I like Thanksgiving so much is due in part to Christmas. Like that's an admittance I will make. But I think it's a superior holiday. It's just nice. I like it. Oh, from Airplane, yeah. But yeah, I think she knows this. I think she knows how I feel. It's complicated though, because I'm not saying I don't like Christmas. I'm saying that specifically I like Thanksgiving because of its like official, it's kind of like the official start to the Christmas season, you know? So like without Christmas, would I like Thanksgiving? Like if Thanksgiving was in like July, I wouldn't like it as much. It's kind of like it does rest on the laurels of Christmas. Without Christmas, Thanksgiving I don't think would feel the same. But I like it more. I don't know, man. I just like the feeling I get on Thanksgiving. I've always liked Thanksgiving more than Christmas. I feel like you don't even try in this relationship. I think you should ask her when she gets up. You should ask her like, okay, so if you had to pick, or if you think Aaron's picking between Christmas and Thanksgiving, which do you think is his favorite out of the two holidays? I feel like she would say Thanksgiving. You know? I hope so. I hope she would. Okay. I hope she will. Now I'm worried about it. Oh boy. How do we say this name? Mechanicum? Oh, Mechanicum? And then Bogan with the raid too. Holy cow, everybody. Hi. Hang on, let me get you over to the desk so I can shout you out. Thank you so much for the raid. Let's do some shout outs for you. Did I get your name right? Oh, Mechanicum. Oh, Mechanicum? Did I spell it right? I did. You're also doing makers and crafting. Do you happen to have been doing Lego potentially? Potentially? And then Big Bogan. Whoops. Don't. Just delete that. Delete that. Big Bogan. There you go. I had to raid after yesterday's raid. I'm so glad it went well. You know, it was a random raid for me too, so I just wanted to make sure that everybody was chill, but I also didn't have a lot of time before I came over to work. So, V the Gunpla Fluffy, thank you so much for the follow. What a name.
Hello there.
What a name. And thank you for the follow. Oh, Mechanicum? Oh, Mechanicum? Do people call you like Mech or something like that? That'd be a cool nickname. My all-time most viewers. That's awesome. I love to see it. I wish I could have stuck around more. Those morning streams, I gotta go pretty quick. Gunpla builders love Lego too. Good. People call me Mech. That's a great shortening of that name. I like that. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm Nonder. I do Lego streams on the weekend, and then during the week, I typically play a game for the pre-work coffee hour, which is about an hour before I start work. Lately, we've been playing RuneScape. But I do a lot of Lego stuff. I'm a lifetime Lego Star Wars fan. Been doing streaming since like 2020, and trying to kind of make more of an emphasis on Lego stuff. Because it's my passion. It's what I do, you know? So trying to make more of an emphasis on that here recently. And speaking of that, let's go back over to the Lego desk. Hi. Look at that transition. Look at that transition. This is getting really... Whew. Hashtag non-toxic Star Wars fan. I wish there was a better way to like put that would make it a little more obvious. That's a little bit of a mouthful, but that is true. I love Star Wars, but also like, what do you say?
I'm a Swedish Viking!
Yeah! I like to see people like what they like without the hate. Does that make sense? We're positive around here. We are Star Wars positive around here. There might be morning streams for you, but they're last night streams for me. True, depending on where you're from, it might be. Oh, we got a dad joke too. Shoot, my phone. Got to do it on the tablet. Okay, hang on. Let's go to the big one. Let's go to the big scene, and then I can go dad joke. All right, here's your dad joke for today. Oh, I don't like that one. You know, I don't like my dad jokes to be just maybe slightly racist. I think I'm gonna skip that one. Let's see. A lot of us have a lot of secrets, right? We like to keep secrets. But there's one place you don't want to tell secrets, and that's in cornfields. Just way too many ears around.
That's not funny, Daddy.
Explore our full joke database with 700 jokes. Wow. All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Bogan. There's your little dad joke for today. All right. Anyway, so yeah, today we're building the, for those of you who are just joining
No
us,
signs.
of an intelligent life.
Life
Anyway, this is the Brickheads Battle of Endor Heroes. I've had this one for a little while, and I'm very excited to be building it. I have a backlog of sets that I've saved up for a couple of months, but typically once we get through those, I have been making my own mocks, and I have an idea for the next one. It struck me the other day looking through the Ahsoka stuff, so it will be Ahsoka related, and I'm very excited about that. It'll be another diorama, I believe. Yeah, it'll be another diorama. It'll be awesome. Yeah, the Brickheads are great. They hadn't really released a lot of Lego Star Wars Brickheads in a while, so I'm kind of glad that they released this. I think I have just about all of the Brickheads, the Lego Star Wars ones anyway. I don't have all of the other ones, other than a couple of the like Comic-Con exclusive ones that they don't make anymore. And those are way too expensive. I'm just not going to go there. It's a great little series. I like it. They don't take up too much space. They're not overly expensive. They're fun. They're usually really fun to build. So. Okay. They usually have like really cute details. Once you like finish it, you're like, oh, that's adorable. You just made Mando and Grogu. That's a good one too. The Grogu, does he have like the little floating? What do they call it? What do they even call it? Little floating pod? I don't even know if they ever said out loud exactly what they call it in universe, but his little nursery pod. Yeah, that one's cute too. I like that one. And yeah, sometimes the only way to describe a Lego build is cute. There's nothing else you can say. It's true. It's cute. It's okay for things to be cute. Oh, a little round piece here. Looks like we're building the helmet now. At least the sides of the helmet. I said this earlier, but I love the Endor helmets. There's just something about them. I love it. It's hard to explain exactly, but that whole scene where they first go down to the forest moon is one of my favorite parts in Star Wars. Just in general. It's really great. Gotta get some lunch. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for the raid. If you got a raid and run, I completely understand. It can take a lot of energy to do that. So have a good lunch. Thank you again. All right. So do we get back onto the discourse about Thanksgiving versus Christmas? I'd like to hear from Lars. Lars, you don't have, obviously, the American holiday of Thanksgiving, of which is just steeped in some very, very problematic things. But like, is there an equivalent holiday? Is there an equivalent holiday that is maybe more about like getting together with family to share a very fancy meal? You don't have any of that? Hopefully there wouldn't be much of an equivalent for, we don't have that? Do you have something like Thanksgiving? Just like, what would be your equivalent, essentially? Or, I mean, if there is none, then that's fine, too. I'm just curious. I'm sure I probably asked you this question with the years you've been around. But I'm always interested in like seeing different something that I think is just so like commonplace. Seeing people from different cultures be like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Obviously, you can't not address the fact that it is steeped in some very problematic things. And I feel like us addressing that, and hopefully there's so many things we need to fix, but hopefully making certain amends would go a long way. I don't think that's going to happen, but Christmas? You don't have Christmas? Do you have Christmas? Yeah, I'm sure that they have some type of Christmas though, right? Do you have Christmas, Big Bogian? Or again, an equivalent holiday. Not everybody, you know. There's Xmas, but there's nothing like U.S. Thanksgiving. Yeah, okay. That's them. It makes sense. Excuse me. You know, yeah, it's, when done right, I think it is like a really nice holiday when you actually focus in on having family time. I think is what I really enjoyed the most about it. There isn't the same kind of pressure for presents, but there's also still this pressure to be like, to sort of whitewash our history a little bit. I don't like that part of it. But I like the part where like it's a little less pressure, as far as, you know, you don't have to worry about presents or anything, you know. Oh, Bebo. Oh, my posture check. You're probably right. You're probably right. Maybe I can bring the camera up a little bit. Come on, get up. Get up. Whoop, sorry. Too much? Well, it kind of went right back to where it was. Okay, let's see if that does it. There we go. That's good. That'll help me keep my posture a little bit better. Australia doesn't have Thanksgiving, true. Finland has Independence Day on December 6th since 1917. What do you do on your Independence Day? Is it kind of like the American Independence Day where you like shoot off fireworks, things like that? Big old celebration. I don't know if I can handle all Don's Christmas slander. I didn't slander Christmas. That didn't happen at all. Right? Oops. There you go. I enjoy Christmas. I like Christmas. And I admitted that one of the reasons why I like Thanksgiving so much is directly because of Christmas. You know? It's a very, especially here, so like here in the States, obviously, because it's Thanksgiving, it's our holiday, but like it's very heavily dependent on Christmas. It is essentially just, you know, the start of the Christmas season. That's why everybody the very next day goes and tramples each other at Walmart for stuff. That's, I mean, how much more American can you get than that? Trampling each other for stuff? Seemed really American to me. I need Miss Nutter in here to fight you and make you believe correctly. Okay, like, but what I would, everything you could say I'd probably agree with, right? Two candles on the window, watching an army march, a movie about the Winter War, watch a dance from the president's residence, and eat traditional foods. That sounds nice. Oops. Here in Sweden, it's Halloween, which isn't really a big, long time thing here. Then Lucia Day, and then Christmas. We don't really celebrate Lucia Day per se, but we do. My parents always made these Lucia buns that are like saffron. We need to figure out when that is on the calendar because we usually make those, and there's something about saffron. Saffron just instantly unlocks so many memories for me. Ooh. So we say we celebrate it, but I'm sure we don't celebrate it quite in the correct way. Finland was once part of Sweden, so we have Lucia Day too. Nice. You prefer them without saffron. You can't stand it. There's something about saffron. I like it a lot. Mostly probably nostalgic reasons. It unlocks You know how some people say, like, certain smells unlock memories for them? I understand that because it's tied really directly to your, I think this is actually too high now, sorry. It's tied directly to your sense of taste as well. But saffron, just like, it's the only thing I think I've ever had saffron in. My palate isn't exactly broad. So it's literally the only thing is I have this context of like, we celebrate it in context of Christmas too. That, like, it's sort of something that we do leading up to Christmas. And the last few years we've been doing that with my brother since he and his family had moved here. We've been doing that like, 26th of January. Oh wait, no, that's Australia Day. The landing of the first fleet, but we are moving that day. What do you typically do if you weren't moving that day? It's more of a serious face for us than celebration. Okay. It's more like a somber remembrance. Oh, excuse me. Ew. Is the landing of the first fleet something that they look on with fondness or with sadness, right? I mean, it's like part of your history. It's part of like why you were there, but also it's like if I'm thinking of the right fleet, I don't know. I don't know my Australian history. Barely know my American history. Oh, you're changing the day it's on, so you're going to get to do it even though you're moving. What else, Lars? What else do they put saffron in December outside of the, the buns or whatnot? I would totally be interested in trying different dishes with saffron in it. Maybe it'll ruin it for me, but it was a day England can't come and killed. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it isn't exactly like a yay. So you're gonna move. Okay, so your country itself is moving the day. Okay, I took that as you are moving that day. Like, you're busy, you're moving that day. But no, we're moving the day. Good for them. You know what I mean? Like, Americans would never consider that. Even if their holiday is just steeped in, look, she's holding a little cookie. Even if your holiday is just steeped in racism and bad tendencies and just things that you wouldn't really want to celebrate, getting anyone in America to change that is like pulling teeth, There's a little tool belt. We're almost done with Leia. There we go. Boom. Luke gets to hold a lightsaber. Leia holds a cookie. They should have also given her a blaster. She does have a blaster in this scene, but they gave her a cookie. I guess we're going to pair her with Wicket, Very nice. That one's done. Okay, cool. Let's do Luke next. We've been talking about changing the date for a few years. That's nice. I'm glad that you all were able to come to a consensus about that. This is bag number 1. So was it as a, maybe in your childhood, was it pitched to you as like a positive thing? That's kind of one of the things, it's one of the problematic things with Thanksgiving here is that we'll be like, oh yeah, so the Pilgrims came over here and they, they're the natives were just so happy to see them, that they just gave them all this stuff. And, we had the first Thanksgiving because they were so generous to us. Isn't that great? And then they'll just move on and whistle like nothing else happened. And I don't that's a little yikes. Little yikesy. Kind of similar. Kind of similar. Australians also voted no to giving Indigenous people a voice in the government, essentially, as well. That's a shame. In the face of that, and how many white folks still consider Australia Day a festive holiday, changing the date seems a bit, yeah. I was on the side, on the yes side, but it was because the government did not make it clear for the people. A lot of people weren't informed about what that meant and what that was changing. So interesting to hear, like, different political takes from cultures I'm not a part of, because it in one hand I see a lot of similarities, and then on the other hand it's like, well, it's also a completely separate society that's very that has its own complexity and history too that I'm not aware of. Indigenous things are really close to my heart, as I will butcher this, so I apologize. Skult Sami, myself. I get a bit anxious if I learn. That's completely fine. I understand that. Just know that, like, everybody, at least that I'm aware of in chat currently, will be very tactful about it, and be very kind about it. So, but if you would prefer to, like, not hear that conversation, I completely understand that. Not many people do Australia Day anymore. Omen, if you ever want to talk about it, I'd love to talk to you about it, though. If you ever want to, like, tell me more about your people and your history, I would love to hear that. I'm always fascinated in that. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm a very uneducated American who only recently realized the fact of how uneducated he was. And trying to change that, you know. Where's this piece I'm looking for? Oh, it's one of these. It's a thicker one. Oh man. I don't know why I got tired all of a sudden. I was doing just fine. Late night, you know? Too much partying. You know me. Okay, we're going on the underside. I was about to comment on how lots of like black pieces in this one, but then when I remembered who I was building, it made sense. He wears the black tunic. Hey, look at this. All right, another celebration. There is no sticker here. In a lot of sets, that would have easily been a sticker. So what's the rationale behind this piece being okay? This one's okay to not be a sticker. It's printed on there. It's printed. Just saying, I need to see the profit margins. I gotta figure this out. Gotta figure it out. Oh, I'm supposed to put this on one of these pieces. You don't know this one, Ursa? Good morning, by the way. This is the Brickheads. The Endor Heroes. This one. The little Brickheads. Do you know about the Brickheads line? The Brickheads line is adorable. I can't wait for this little guy. And this little guy. So we're on Luke right now. We just did Leia. Here's Leia. She's holding a cookie. For Wicket. Very good addition. I actually don't think that I have a Leia in any other form, and now it's just hitting me that it's kind of weird we don't have a Princess Leia with the bun hair in Brickhead's form. Yeah. That's pretty wild, actually. So the last data I saw showed that at least 3/4 of the people still do. I got a friend who's an activist, so the info just comes from me more often. Don't get me wrong, Australia can be a very racist country, but most of the time it's not. Hopefully, too, Bogan, maybe what you're seeing is from maybe your generation. You know? Yeah, maybe you're seeing a shift in your generation, which is a good thing. You know? That's kind of, I feel like some of the growing pains America's going through right now is kind of that way too, that a lot of the younger generation is really stepping up and doing the hard work that a lot of the other generations either couldn't or wouldn't do. So maybe that's turning around. So maybe both of those comments can be true, or given the time period. What's up, Ursa? How you doing? I appreciate the tactfulness, though. Just we'll be conscious of people and their own things. Everybody here that I know of, like all of our regulars, have always been really good with that. So, never had a problem. I hope that doesn't change. I really, I think about it a lot. I don't really do this to blow up and get big, nor do I really expect that to happen. But one of the things that kind of would pain me the most is like things blowing up so big that our core community members are the people like I consider to be friends, feeling like shut out by the again, I don't think this is ever going to happen. I'm just saying it, but getting too big for my britches. Is that a common saying enough? That music just got loud, didn't it? Oh boy, I walked into done deep stuff. That's usually how these Lego streams go, by the way. That is kind of the brand, I've done a whole stream about gun control while building a Lego set. I even put that on YouTube too. I haven't checked the comments on that. Maybe I shouldn't. I was just like, oh, I wonder if I've gotten any hate comments on that. And then I realized it's probably better that I don't check that. It can happen overnight. I will look for you. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't know. I don't know. I would obviously love to do this more. And the more eyeballs on it, the better. But there's also that part of me that's like, what if that happens and then I hate it? And I hate the attention. And I hate that. That's why I probably should go to therapy first before something like that happens, But also at the same time, I don't want to live my life like wanting to make it big or something, And meanwhile, I just missed what was in front of me the whole time. That I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy the people who are here. And I wouldn't, if I lost that, if I lost the regulars that come around here, that would just be heartbreaking to me, I don't know. I still don't know what I want out of my life. I'm still trying to figure that out. And that's why I need to go to therapy. I gotta just make a phone call, guys. I'd already picked out somebody, at least to start with. Man, it's just, I did not think that there would be this much resistance to it. When I finally decided I was going to do it, I didn't think there'd be this much resistance. It's good to grow slow and not fast. I think I agree with that. I think I would always probably end up having the kind of growth that is a little more organic anyway. I don't think I'm doing anything in here that if I got rated by somebody with 3,000 viewers, I don't know that I'm doing anything in here that people will be like, oh wow, that's cool. He's doing something so different. Let's let's do that, Or let's follow this guy. Let's you know what I mean? Like yeah. Yeah, that's you get it. You get it. I feel like I missed a step somewhere. Cuz there's something filled in here, but they didn't show that getting filled in. Huh. But it sure looks like it's filled in. I'm really stuck on this. A therapist can't tell you what to do with your life, though. That's true. That's very true. Huh. I might have to start this piece over. I did something wrong, and it's like frying my brain. So let's do that. The Lando is adorable. Is he next? He is next. Yep, right there. They're all adorable. Come on. Okay, let's start this section over. I did something wrong. All right. Like that. Like that. It's just weird how it's adding up on... Okay. Everything's adding up. Okay. But then, oh, okay, yeah. That's what I missed, is putting these two pieces underneath. It just wasn't super obvious where those are supposed to go. Okay, there we go. You know, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I should record the kid saying that. He tells me that all the time. You know what, Daddy? If at first you don't succeed, try again. There we go. Look at that. Kid's smart. I don't know where he gets it from. Is their name Lutz? Is it Lutz? You're talking about Lutz, right? Yeah. But yeah, no, Banjo, you know, you're probably right. You're probably right. I think that there's stuff I need to work through for sure. And then hopefully after that kind of stuff gets, I hate to even say better, manageable, you know? Manageable. Then maybe I can figure it out from there, you know? Maybe. Or maybe, you know, I think what's far more likely is like my obsession with like wanting to find my purpose when my purpose has been in front of me the whole time. That's a far more likely outcome, I think, of that than, you know. Thank you for that, Lars. Of course, Bogan. I appreciate the charity. I hope it's doing well. Did you hit your goal yet? I hope you did. You were afraid. You would be afraid to find out your purpose. Let's unpack that. Why is that? You did make your goal. That's so good to hear. That's awesome. I'm likely to find out I'm just the butter passing robot from Rick and Morty. You know, there is a real fear of that too, of like, you know, so I come from a very religious background, right? And it's going from feeling like you have the most purpose in the world, from the most powerful being in the world, to maybe understanding a little bit more about like how things just kind of happen sometimes. Yeah, I'm like, let's unpack that. I actually think in a previous life, I probably would have made a good therapist. I'm not so great at my own therapy, but like, I really do love talking to people, and I like hearing people's like, I like hearing about people's like inner worlds, because it helps me like understand that like, I'm not the only one who's like in my head, you know? In my current life, I don't think I'd make a great therapist. I'm talking about a different life. A very different life. Where's your hand? There we go. Look at that detail. He's got his robot hand here, so he's got the black glove on. And this one, he doesn't have a glove on because it's his real hand. It's pretty cool. I praise him for that detail, but like maybe that's not, you know. I would have been mad if they didn't get that right. How do you mess that up? I would love to meet other me's from the multiverse to see what choices they made. That would be fascinating, wouldn't it? You know? And all the talk about like the multiverse, especially recently, is really interesting, because it's like wanting to know. I would love to like, not just speaking of multiverses, but I would love to just go back to the past to like tell my younger self some things. You know what I mean? Like anytime somebody does that little exercise where they're talking about like, oh, if you could go back in time and tell your younger self anything, I get really invested in that like hypothetical, to the point where I start to get like sad that I can't do that. You know, like I really wish I could do that for real. There are definitely some things I would tell, and ironically, most of it is friggin' chill out, dude. Chill, man. It's not that big of a deal. This thing you're currently going through is gonna pass. You're gonna be fine. Don't be so dramatic. I was very dramatic in my head as a child. Outwardly, I was very chill and put together, and not a problem child at all. Didn't give my parents any grief growing up, which is part of the problem. But yeah, like most of my advice to myself would be like, get out of your head. So maybe that's the advice I need to hear right now too. I don't know. How much butter they passed? Don't eat so much butter? Is that what you tell them? I wouldn't, because I'd hate to see that I'm the worst of all of them. I mean, see, isn't this kind of the crux of like, or at least for me, why therapy is so scary? Because I think it does make you kind of confront the fact that, like, you know, you're not perfect. You may not have everything together. Some things may come up that you're like, oh wow, I didn't realize I was holding on to that, you know? It might be. It's part of the resistance, you know. I think it won't make me a bit sad, because it won't make me think I could have done a lot better. You don't think so? That's great if not. To my younger self, the winning lottery numbers will be, well, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I would probably be like, maybe get some Bitcoin. As much as I really don't like crypto, I would take the money. I'd be like, hey, that one day that you were briefly interested in Bitcoin, and you started mining a little bit on your computer, and you built out a wallet, and then you just kind of forgot about it. Maybe don't forget about that. You know? Maybe keep up with that. Maybe keep that going for a little while, and just be a freaking millionaire right now. Ah. Although, can you imagine what a different person I would be if I had gotten rich off of crypto? I can't imagine the kind of person. Yuck. Why were those interior headpieces maroon but now covered up? So they just use different colors inside. One of it is orientation related. So, you know, it makes it easier with these different colors like this to see which way it's supposed to be facing. So it makes it a little easier when you're trying to figure out what's the front and the back, especially back before you put like the face and stuff on. So like in these steps over here. If I can find it. There you go. So now when you use maroons on the back, you know, okay, that's the back. It's orientation. It's also, they might have just had extra of these colors. And since they're not going to be seen anyway, they're just going to cover them up. They got to be a color, right? There's going to be a color in there. So I'm sure there's some kind of analysis done on like, all right, we can use maroon on this one because, you know, we have X amount of stock still available on that one. So this will be the best price per piece, you know. I would love to be on a team doing that kind of stuff. It's kind of the stuff I do in my job right now, just not for Lego. You know, price cost analysis and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I would tell my younger self to spend more time with the people I've lost. That's a great one. That's a good one. Yeah. You know, I say all this too, but then really at the end of the day, like, you know, the choices that we make us who and where we are right now. And I that does make me a little scared that if I did make a different choice, that I wouldn't be the same person. You know, there's only a couple of things I could see doing differently, and I am just not where I am today. And then that means, you know, I'm not with my wife. I don't have my kid. Like, and those are things that I love. And so like, I can't bring myself to think about like, oh yeah, my life would be better, because it objectively just wouldn't be. Even if I didn't know it, it objectively wouldn't be better, you know. But not everybody can say that, you know. I would hate to have a regret so deep that you really think like your entire life would be better if you had made a different choice in that one thing. That would eat me alive. Yeah. So luckily I have the kind of regret that's like, yeah, I mean, I wish when I was younger I had experienced more things. I wish that, you know, in general, things like that. But like at its core, I might have told my younger self to chill out a little bit, but I'm not sure if I would have told him not to make the decisions that he made, because like that's who we are, you know. So let all that still happen, but live in more peace, you know. Live in more peace and harmony with yourself. There's Luke Skywalker. He's a cutie too. Look at those eyes. Stand right next to your sister. There you go. You have regrets like that, Bogan? Let's go with Lando. Lando's bag number 3. Yeah. That's unfortunate, man. I'm sorry about that. I hope you can work through those things. Yeah, that'd be rough. See, like I'm about to give you the advice of maybe you should talk to somebody about that. And I still haven't taken my own advice and talked to people about my stuff. I gotta do it, guys. Man, I had made the decision like when we were in Colorado for our yearly vacation. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finally do it. I started looking up, you know, people who were covered under our network and, you know, people who were close by. And I was like, I'm gonna do it as soon as I get home. And then, man, I get hit with like this wave of just the most like, what do you call it? Just resistance to the idea, you know? And I kind of knew it would happen, but also like, yeah, it's just me. It's all just me in my head, you know? There's really nothing stopping me other than me. That's really it. I like that. I like those emotes. Just the one eye moving around. Is the other eye supposed to move? Or I like it though. Hi Die. How you doing? Yeah, I don't it's just, whenever you start thinking about actually doing it, you think about all the things that could go wrong, and like having to explain the trauma to someone, I think, is the part that's getting me hung up. Every time I like envision that happening, I get just my fight or flight kicks in, Why are you stopping yourself? Well, that's the question of the century, right? It's kind of one of those things where you know why. You know why? And it's just blockages, You used to talk to a few people about it. That's good. You can have them both move, but one still seems like fun. It did, yeah. It worked. I liked it. It worked for me. Another blue one. Yeah, I don't know. Once I get over the hump of actually just like calling somebody and setting it up, I think that's half the battle, right? That doesn't seem like a big deal, but that will be a big deal for me. You have to explain your trauma to them. You can feel them out, see if it feels safe first. That's a great point. I'm definitely going to have to do that. Based on where I live, I'm not entirely sure, if I'm going to find the person that I'm most comfortable with on the first try. Probably won't. And I'm expecting that. And then that also makes me be like, ugh, but I don't want to like look, or it comes down to like, I'm feeling resistance to doing the work in general. Right. And you come up with all these excuses for not just being like, I know what I need to do. The emotes are from Cody Shibby. I'm not familiar. Cody Shibby. Let's see who's Cody Shibby. Oh, dang. Art streams. Oh, wow. Wow. That is pretty cool. Just from what's on his, or their start screen here. Whoa. I can see why you'd be into that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's like just seeing what's on like his first page, and then I scrubbed through a stream. And it's like, man, that's some talent right there. Awesome. Why does he kind of look like Jacksepticeye? Wait. Just looking at the get down emote. I don't know why I thought that was Jacksepticeye for a second. Just for a second, Okay, and now, hallelujah, another printed piece. All you sinners stand up and say hallelujah. No stickers for us today. I like that piece too. It's like a little belt. Look, I'm not saying I want stickers, but I am saying we'll be supportive of Lego where they make the right decisions and criticize them where they don't. You miss the stickers? Get out. No, you don't. Really? I hate stickers so much. I hate them. Bum, 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 bum. All right, and then we got pink on this one. Why pink? Differentiate from the others, potentially. We do have a set full of different figures here. So maybe the pink will help you make sure that you're on the right step in the instructions. Potentially. I'm 100% sure there's some kind of analysis done at the level of like, all right, we need filler bricks here. Can you run an analysis to tell us which one's going to get us the best, which one do we have overstock of? Which one's cheaper to make? It's like, well, we already have all these pink ones from the Lego Friends set numbers, something, that didn't really perform as well as we thought it would. So we're sitting on an excess of that, so you could use those, and that would be a cost savings of, 0.27 cents per piece. It would just be so fascinating to know, like, all their, like, algorithms and stuff that they use to figure all that out. Or it'd be even funnier to just find out that they just go like, we just use whatever's around, Oh, look at this. And this isn't a sticker either, but this is a custom mustache piece. Isn't that cool? Custom Lando mustache piece. So I wonder if the logic is that these are very custom pieces. These aren't going to be used for anything else. So I guess we'll just make the stickers out of them, or we'll just print them. That's what I want to know, is like, where's the logic and what gets printed and what doesn't. The eyeballs make sense, but they're not stickers, because you could not be asking kids to put on stickers on these tiny little eyeballs. Those kind of make sense, but to be honest, I don't mind Lego stickers personally, but I'm glad there aren't any, because watching you struggle with them is owie. See, this is the real truth. This is the real truth behind the sticker hatred. The hatred isn't with Lego. The hatred is with myself. And the fact that I'm so wholly incapable of putting stickers on in a desirable fashion, in a what's the word I'm looking for? In a good way. That's the real crux of the matter. I'm bad at it. But it's much easier to blame Lego than to blame myself. So we're going to keep doing that. That's as real as I'm going to get with you, okay? That's it. Back to the sticker hatred. Stickers suck. Stickers suck and you're wrong. Hi, Peachy. Good morning. Good to see you here. How has your week been, Lootsless?
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder!
Happy 3-month subiversary. N0 and 0 love.
N0 and 0 love. Thank you so much, Peachy. That is so kind of you. I appreciate that so much. Oop, this goes on the back of his head, not the side of his head. This must be his hair. That's cool. Okay. We're going to build 2 of these. What are you up to, Peachy? How you been? I feel so disconnected from everybody without Lutz's stream to hop into, I haven't been staying up with the Discord, unfortunately. I saw a couple of Lutz's pictures and then I dipped. I haven't been on since. It's been dreadfully slow. I feel like nothing has really happened. I know those Lutz. Who is this Lutz everyone is talking about? I don't know. I have this vague memory of like what was he? Is he a comedian? Like, does he do stand-up comedy? Something like that? I have a vague memory about that. Look how cool the texture of his hair is back there. Because Lando's got them curls. I don't know if you're able to see it. Got them curls. It's pretty cool. Got my nails done on Wednesday and got acrylics put on for the first time. It's been an adventure. What's different about acrylics? I've been super busy. Has Luce not been streaming? Yeah, he's just on vacation. Yeah. Did he just say lewd pictures? Who? Me? Wait, who? Did I say lewd pictures? Yeah, Lutz was some kind of streamer. I think he did something like that. I think he was kind of like Ninja. He played a lot of Fortnite, if I recall correctly. I remember there was a lot of Fortnite going on. My fingers aren't used to them. I can't open pop cans. Okay, hang on. We're gonna have to address that whole thing in a second. Working on my pokey stitches has been slightly more difficult, and typing has been fun. That's fun. The Lando stash is so cute. It is, isn't it? It is so cute. Okay, so first off, do you call it pop? Have you always called it pop? Okay, and this piece goes right there. All right. Pop cans. What do you call it? Soda? Freaking weirdo. No, so like the funny thing is my mom calls it pop. I guess it's kind of like where she grew up, and I don't call it pop. It is soda. It's soda. If you look on the can, the word pop doesn't occur. It will say like soda, you know, like when you look at like the description. My oldest daughter called it soda the other day. I yelled at her at the restaurant. Wait, but like soda's what it actually is. Pop isn't a thing. Poor daughter. I am 100% kidding, by the way, but yeah, lean into the joke. Yeah, so like my mom called it that. I think my dad called it that too. I don't know. Is it you know what? Given where you are, I think everything just made sense. Of course you call it pop. I kind of forgot. Where you are. My parents grew up in Wisconsin. I lived there for about 4 or 5 years of my life before we moved to the Midwest. So pop definitely, yeah. Well, we moved to, it's probably fine to say, we moved to Missouri. So we moved from Wisconsin to Missouri. I'm getting these all wrong. Okay, that goes like that. Sorry, I'm struggling with his hair here because there's a lot of texture. But yeah, even though I grew up in that, I never wanted to call it pop. Never. I'm sure I did as a kid, but as I grew up and I grew out of it, I started calling it soda because that's what it actually is. You know what sounds really wrong, though? Soda pop sounds even worse. Like, we can't merge these. We got to pick one. I'd rather call it pop than soda pop. Your puppers are corrupt. What happened? Sody pop. Yeah, there you go, Lars. Sody pop. Sody pop. I about yelled at her. I didn't actually. Okay, good. You're a good mom. Good. I came very close. I grounded her, but I didn't yell at her. No more pop for a week, but I didn't raise my voice. I've always lived in I've always lived in the Midwest and I've always called it pop, so that makes sense. There's a sliver of the US that is wrong and calls it pop, then there's the rest of us right people. Yeah. So I probably started saying soda to be contrarian to my family, because once I realized that pop wasn't like, you know, even a thing that they called it in marketing, I was like, all right, it's got to be soda. It had to have come from marketing, right? Like, you pop the can. It had to have come from that, because it was always like a soda. Like, there were soda fountains, there's soda shops. I don't know. They collect their cheese tax and then demand more cheese tax. You can't double up dip on taxes. That's corruption. That's so true. We have the same thing happening Old School Quarter, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. We have the same thing happening with our dogs. Whenever Mrs. Nodder grates cheese, they're just like, pay up. And then now our kid does the same thing. He comes up and goes, cheese tax, and he takes a handful of shredded cheese and eats it. It's my kid right there, after my own heart. Grab a handful of shredded cheese and just go to town. Uh-oh. Do I only have this angle? Uh-oh. Surely there's got to be one more. Ah, yes. There we go. Whew. Did it. This is Urza Cat's husband. Hi, Urza Cat's husband. It's good to see you here. Let's see. Or you could be from the South, call every carbonated beverage Coke. Thank you. Yeah. I think I might hate that more than soda. And I'm here in Texas and they call everything Coke. They'll be like, what would you like to drink? And you could say a Coke. And they would say, what kind? What do you mean, what kind? That's a brand. That's a brand. That's how like good these brands are at advertising. They make you think that the thing that they make is the only thing that they make. Probably came from when someone like me who forgot the word soda and just went, can I get one of those pop things? Is this beer you're talking about? No, it's like soda pop. Sody pop. It's like, Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew. Those are the only two real sodas anyway. Video is relevant to the conversation. Okay. My youngest loves shredded cheese. Yeah. How old is your youngest again? I think they're around the same age, right? Have it as a side to dinner. Sometimes mine will have it as dinner. And I mean, it's got fats, it's got some protein. It's like, fine, go ahead, eat some cheese, You've reached peak relationship when your hubby and you are on your cell phone side by side watching Non. That's so cute. That's cute. I'm on the big TV. I'll start blushing. I'm such a celebrity. I have a bad feeling about this. On the sticker subject, all right, let's do it. As a kid, I had dozens of G.I. Joe vehicles and applied hundreds of thousands of stickers. I also played with G.I. Joe as well. I think I'd usually have my older brothers or my dad put the stickers on, though. I'm such a celebrity and humble, too. Youngest just turned 5 earlier this month. Yeah, so pretty close. Mine's 4.5 now, or almost. Yeah, by next month, he'll be 4.5. You weren't wrong about the 4s, by the way. I believe the words you used were the around and find out 4s. I think. Not me reading G.I. Joe as one more. G-Joe? What is G-Joe? I knew it as soon as I saw it. G.I. Joe, man. The real American heroes. G.I. Joe. I will admit that G.I. Joes were a bit more of my older brother's things. They liked G.I. Joe a lot more than I did. Which is fine. I was more into the Lego and stuck with the Lego after. I don't think any of us have our G.I. Joe collections anymore. That'd probably be worth a lot of money, though, if we did. And his hair is so nice. Half this build is spent on his hair. I'm not jealous. You're jealous. F around and find out 4 is absolutely 1000% correct. However, I will say I think I like 4 better than 3. 3 was pretty bad. 3 was... Yeah, we're in a much better spot now in the 4s than we were in the 3s. So there's still moments for sure. But like he gets better at communicating every day. And that makes it a lot easier, Just be like, hey, look, dude. Look. It's not a big deal. You can have a popsicle in like an hour. It's fine. Like you don't have to have the meltdown, That doesn't always work, but, at least he kind of gets what we're getting at. If he can just learn the like not now thing, I think he'll be just fine. Bum, bum, bum. It also slips into the 5, so be careful. I wanted to be Scarlet and have a hot American boyfriend like Duke. Who's that? Oh, G.I. Joe. We're talking G.I. Joe. My mind just literally slipped for a minute. G.I. Joe, yes. Duke was one of my favorite ones. I also liked, there's this guy, his name was, what was his name? The Mister might be able to help me with this one. I think his name, Buffalo Bill? Something Bill. And he was a pilot but had a cowboy hat, I think. When I was young, I really liked him. I don't know if I'm getting the name right. Something Bill. There were so many of them. G.I. Joe was like our baby dolls, you know? It was our Barbie, really. G.I. Joe? You mean G-Joe? Making fun of myself for reading it as one word. G-Joe. It's almost like parenting plays a huge factor, yeah. But then also, you know, helping them understand is a big win, you know? When something clicks, that like feels really good. You're like, okay, I think we're going to be okay, you know? Wild Bill, the helicopter pilot. Thank you. Oh man, that just brought back instant memories. Wild Bill. I loved pilots. I don't know why. I never was a huge like cowboy fan, so I don't know why that one in particular, but something clicks as he clicks Lego pieces together. You get it. You're getting the idea of this stream. You're understanding it. I mean, I say this a lot, but Saturday mornings, I would wake up before anyone in the house, and I would dump out my Lego collection as silently as I possibly could, which in hindsight probably means not silently at all, right? Look at his beautiful curls. It's wonderful. That hair texture is actually probably one of the better parts of this build. That's really cool. Anyway, so I would empty out my Lego collection as silently as I could on the floor of my room. And I would start building things and playing Lego before anybody else would be even awake in the house. And that's kind of why I do these streams now. Because they just remind me of those times, you know? This isn't really that far out there for what I would be doing on a Saturday morning. How many years ago? I don't want to talk about how many years ago. But a long time ago. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Did I do that wrong? I did this one wrong. Sorry. Oh, geez, that's going to be hard. There we go. There we go. There we go. Is it this darker piece? No, it's the lighter piece. Sorry. There we go. His blue pants. G-Joe. That's some Nonders lore for you. One day they will invent silent Lego. It won't be today, though. But one day, yeah. Can they invent Lego that doesn't make your soul escape your body when you step on them? It's part of the charm. It's part of what makes it good, you know? It's like a way for a kid to finally have some privacy in his own room just by spreading out a whole bunch of Lego. It's like an early warning system for when your parents are about to come into your room. You just spread Lego through the hallway. Just, ow, mom's coming. Run. Pretend to be asleep. Hurry. The early detection system. Wild Bill was just a big character and brand in a brand new G.I. Joe comic this week. Really? Wow. Wild Bill is in the cultural zeitgeist. I'm so relevant. Good night, Bogan. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for the charity. All of that. You're doing great. I would love to do a charity stream someday too. Maybe a 2024 goal is to do some kind of charity thing. Yeah. I have to do a lot of research and picking a decent charity, but pretending to be asleep for when your mom comes by is a big oof. I have many memories around doing that. Yeah. Yeah. The mister got to me a Minecraft Lego? Really? I think I want to look at the Mario Lego sets for my kids as Christmas gifts. Those are pretty cool. If they like Mario and they like Lego, then like why not, you know? Slam dunk, right? You want to hear a funny story about the Minecraft Lego, Ursa? Little bit of a humble brag, even though like no. This is a story of me knowing a person. That's it. It's just I know someone. So the very first Lego Minecraft set happened to be I don't know if Lego Ideas was a thing at the time, but it was something similar where you could submit ideas. It might be something different, but hang on. I don't remember if it was specifically Lego Ideas or again, if it was some other similar thing. But this is what came out of it. This is the very first Lego Minecraft set. It's got this tiny little scale. You can see the guy here. Here's a little Minecraft Steve guy, right? You can see him. There he is. There's also a creeper somewhere. I think he fell off in the closet. It's also extremely dusty. Apologies. There's a little Minecraft house right there. And then these are all modular. So they'll pop off. Should. And there's like caves and stuff inside. One of them has lava in it somewhere. Or there's like a water block right back there too. Oh, and the lava's back this way. It's hard to see on camera, I think, but it was all modular. This is the first Minecraft Lego set. Happens to have been designed by and submitted by a friend of mine. And this friend was incredibly instrumental in me and Mrs. Nonder meeting and eventually becoming married, as we are now. If you didn't know, we're married. But, so yeah, the guy who designed this and got it approved and made into an official set is the guy who, I mean, he didn't like set us up, but he definitely introduced us together. And the rest is history. Is it exactly 16 bricks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. It's 12 by 12 studs. I don't know if it'd be 16 blocks. 1, 2, 3. No, it's so each stud would essentially be like one of these, but 12 by 12. You got married? Officially off the market. Yeah, for a while now. For 12 years? Was it 13 this year? It was 13 years in September. Don't tell Mrs. Nonder. Right? Gosh, she's going to kill me. It has nothing to do with her. It has everything to do with my horrible memory. But yeah, so I have this one still. Some of the pieces have fallen off over it over the years, but I mean, Lego and, Lego Minecraft, ironically, and Lego Star Wars and all that stuff is a pivotal point in our history. It was a real canon moment, you might say. It is cool. What's the story? I missed it because I was mad at you for talking Christmas. Oh, I should say for Christmas. It was this. The very first Lego Minecraft set that came from Lego Ideas that was submitted by the person who introduced me to Mrs. Nonder. AKA your sister. So you have him to thank for this. But yeah. Yeah, I just hardly ever use it because I don't hardly curse. So, I don't know. Is it too good old Uncle Todd? Yeah, that's his name. Important question. Did you keep all your extra bricks from sets? I do keep them all. I actually currently have them in, I don't know if you can see from there. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it in this scene. It is, there's a mug right behind my head here. Sorry, I'm on a delay. You can kind of see it right by the edge of the lightsaber, right by the tip of the lightsaber. This way. It's right there. I have actual Lego pens in there as well. Yeah, there we go. And I take all these extra pieces and I pour them into that thing, and then eventually I will sort them out and put them in with the collection. But yeah, you keep the extra pieces, dang it. Always keep the extra pieces. You have a cookie tin. That's a good idea too. I always thought it would be an interesting challenge to like save the extra pieces from several sets and then do a challenge build where it's like now you have to build something out of just the leftover pieces. I time it so wrong and censor a word that was safe. Yeah. And then actually just say the word. You just hit it way too late. What a crazy story. The guy who made the first Minecraft Lego set introduced me to my wife, right? Yeah, I don't think he knew what he was doing at the time, but he did. Let's see. Me and my husband have been married for 5 years, 2 months, and 9 days. Wow, you got it down to the days. Maybe I should just get one of those apps that track down to the days and hours. Although I don't know the time I don't know the exact time we got married. Obviously, I know the day. Yeah, I don't know the exact time, though. Let's see. Good old Uncle Ton. I'm just trying to make sure I got caught up now. I have a serious, heavy topic I wanted to ask your advice on. Oh, boy. All right. Hit me with it. The cookie tin idea is a really good idea. I like that. I know the wedding was at 4 p.m. I don't know how long the ceremony was. Do you really remember that? Are you being serious? It's adorable. Yep, that sounds probably about right? It was probably right at 4:20. Probably right at 4:20, right? Yeah, I think it's been about 20 minutes from the time that it started, right? It's probably about right. There's a brand new Lego Mario Venus flytrap. I've seen that in the big pot. All right, Lando. Lando's done. Yeah, let's move on to Wicket, number 4. What do I say to a person who otherwise talks about the topics, refuses to take in new information on those topics, saying the world has gone... I have said that before. Are you talking about me? I have been known to say the word that I know that you don't like, but I try my best. Okay, so wait. What do I say to a person who otherwise talks about the topics, refuses to take any information on those topics? Okay, no, I figured it wasn't me, but I have been known to drop the, yeah. I think I see what you're saying. Let me think about it for a second. Let me think about how I would respond to that. Refusing to take in new information on those topics. That's the part that gets me to think twice, because I think maybe they're just not ready for it yet. Sounds like a boomer. Cut him out of your life. I wouldn't go so far to say cut him out of your life. However, oh, look at these. Look at his little fur piece. This piece with the fur. So cute. You can't use logic to talk someone out of something they didn't use logic to get into the first place. That's so great, Kay. I love that. That's kind of, yeah. I don't think I could have said that better myself. You know, there's a lot of reasons why people are where they are. As someone who has had the like bad opinions for, you know, a lot of my life, I can say that like you can try to reason with someone. You can try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But at the end of the day, like the onus is going to end up on them, you know, whether or not they want to hear new information and absorb it. And it could just be that it's just not the time, you know. Maybe one day they will. Well, I just went everywhere. I think I just lost a very important piece. Okay, well, if I need that, I'll go crawl on the floor and get it. But yeah, I mean, it could just be that it's not the time for them to understand whatever it is you're trying to get them to understand. It's my sister. That's okay. That's a little rougher. You definitely can't like write someone like that out of your life, right? Unfortunately, it's someone I can't cut out and wouldn't want to. Okay. Yeah. I've given up reasoning with my family. Maybe it's just not their time. I just, as somebody who has changed, like, not super dramatically. I would say most of my changes come from being like, oh, I don't have to be afraid of the things I was told to be afraid of. And once I realized that, then, you know, it actually became pretty easy to, and I don't always have all the right opinions still to this day, but I'm trying my best, which is more than I ever did most of my life. But nobody really did that for me, you know. People have biases, and some people are willing to change their mind when they learn new information. Some people aren't, and unfortunately, we can't fix people. Putting the onus on yourself to like, I know you really like to like educate people and give proper information where it's necessary. But I think Kay is also right that like you don't want to take too much of that onto yourself as like if I could just say the right thing to her, then she'd get it, because he's right. That it probably won't happen that way. She might get there eventually, but would you say that if I told her the world hasn't gone, it's always been like this, and then the next time she said something like that again? So can I ask you why she's saying the world has gone? I like to say wild. The world has gone wild, because I have a feeling I know what she's referring to, and that could be kind of hurtful, right? It's frustrating. I can understand it being frustrating too, especially when it comes from family. Believe me. You aren't going to change her mind. The only thing you can do is change how you react to it. Yeah. Either it's something you can decide that you can be okay with, or you can't, and you can adjust accordingly. Yeah. Kind of burn out with the whole situation, sharing as much info as I could. Okay. No, that's fine. Well, there are some times where people, I'll just say from my own experience, and there's sometimes where people would say, like, I had a conversation last night. Okay. Some people will say, nobody wants to work anymore. Let's take a lighter subject like that. Nobody wants to work anymore. Everybody's lazy. Everybody just wants handouts. And really the truth about that is no. It's just people don't want to work, maybe specifically for you, and they definitely don't want to work for almost no money. They don't want to put their mental health on the line for pennies to the dollar, you know? So when people say that, you know, when some people say, it depends on why they're saying the world has gone could we say mad? I don't even know if that's probably good either, but if they want to say that things today are not like they were before, and then they give an instance like that where they're like, yeah, well, people, I just think there are so many people here with some crazy ideas that they never used to have. And it's like, no, objectively, we can show you that those things have been in the world for a while. And it's okay. Like, those things have always been there. You just haven't known about it. And that's kind of what is happening right now, is people are waking up to the fact that things are different than they thought, That one piece I dropped is actually pretty crucial. So now I have to find it. Dang it. Oh, I see it. I can use the grippers. Hang on. The world is chaotic evil. Sometimes chaotic good. Sometimes the world is what we put into it and what we make of it, Can I have handouts? Clearly job hunting isn't for me. It's not going so well for you, Peachy. My resume tips didn't land you the job of your dreams. I'm so disappointed in myself. Well, I do agree that the world does change. Like, things do be different. It just kind of depends on like why they're saying that, right? You're like, oh, everyone's gone mad because I feel like I know exactly what she's saying to make you feel really bad about it, and I don't want to say it either because I don't want to trigger anything, but like, I feel bad for you if that's the case, Let's see. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was thinking. That's what I thinking it was, and that's got to sting extra, right? That's got to sting a little bit more than just, nobody wants to work anymore. Yeah. So, I mean, everything Kay said is really good. Kay's got it on lock. I don't know. It's always harder with family because you're right. You can't and don't want to write people off like that. And you also, speaking as someone who, is on the other side of it, you also like want to be there for someone when they finally do kind of realize, like, oh, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to take for them to just like wake up to it. But I hope that it doesn't have to be you, I want you to release yourself of the burden of having to, trying to think of a way to say this. Okay. Oh, it's politics, not the gay kind. Oh, okay. All right. Well, still, Still. The point still stands, One of the things I've had to do, because I come from, again, like I said, very religious, very, very like, you are the savior of the world. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you got, basically, let's just say you got to save everyone, right? And having to like break down that idea that like, I am not the savior. I'm not saying you're going through this. This is just me, but like, I am not the, I'm not responsible, for, there's so many reasons why people are the way that they are. And you got to hope that they can come out the other side, and you can offer help. You can offer critique. You can offer pushback where you feel comfortable to push back. There's just some things sometimes that we're like, yeah, maybe I'm not going to push back in this particular moment, but we all have our limits, I don't know if any of that's helping at all, but I understand what you're going through. I get it. It sucks. Is this your only sibling? Do you have more people? You feel better? Good. I mean, you love these people, right? So you'd love to see them like come to the same conclusions that you come to, but if we if we try to force that onto people, then in a way, especially from my upbringing, am I going to be any better if I became militant about, making sure that my family and all the friends I grew up with, making sure they all have the right opinions now? Like, if I became too aggressive about that, I'm just going to push them away, So, but there will come a time. There'll come a time where those conversations will probably have to happen. You have more, but she's the one you talk to on a regular basis. Yeah. There'll come a time where you might have to have that conversation. It'll be a bridge too far, and you can't not say anything. But it's probably more about being there for them. And like hoping that like maybe one day they'll see the same thing that you see. But, there's a lot of people in this world that end up not seeing things the way that we see things, Just learned that the update to the Windows email app, being a mandatory version of Outlook from 2024, has ads or has ad-free for $2 a month to use Outlook. I'll never use the Windows email app again. That's weird. It's a startup company trying to make enough revenue to stay afloat. Come on, man. The CEOs need their bonus. Come on. Oh, look how they did his arms. Wait, where is it? There it is. His arm's just one of these little clips. So cute. Oh my gosh, this thing is adorable. Try not to look at it too much. It's so adorable. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's rough. I hate that. I don't know. I just feel like I don't have a lot of good advice because I'm currently going through similar stuff, I also have a problem. I'm very non-confrontational to a fault sometimes, and I think that's been bad for me in a way. It's good for me because I can avoid certain things. I can come at things fairly objectively, at least I hope so. But then at the same time, sometimes I feel like maybe I should have said something there. Maybe I should have done something there that, I don't know. Just all those doubts about like maybe you should have done more, Thankfully, the new EU laws are forcing Microsoft to make all their pre-installed apps uninstallable. That's nice. So you don't have to use it. I don't know that I've ever used like a built-in email client. It's always just been like go to Gmail, Okay, and then this arm goes. Where'd it go? I just realized you can't really see me. I've been messing with this camera a lot today. Sorry about that. That's better. Where did that piece go? I was just looking at it going, what do I use this for? And then I set it down and now it's... There it is. Don't mind me. Previous one had a nice consolidation function where I could put all the inboxes in one place. That does sound kind of nice. Okay. Touche. Yeah, I mean, we use Outlook for work, but I haven't ever really considered it beyond that. I don't think I'd use it for my own just because I'm like, I don't know. It'd feel too much like work. And I need things to feel less like work, Lego leaders rewarded designers for concealing pink bricks inside the Lego Star Wars sets due to them never having that color. Were rewarded with an actual real pink brick cake in real life. Really? Okay. Maybe they had a lot of pink bricks. I think that Lego's there's a pink one. I think that Lego's attempts to kind of bring in a more female-oriented audience is a noble and good thing, and they should, because girls like Lego too. And pink is a very valid color. But I don't know if it's been as successful as they would have hoped. So I also always kind of wondered if they just had a bunch of extra pink bricks laying around. I don't know. We need a good like Star Wars set that has like a lot of pink elements to it. You could pull it off. If you did it right, you can make it happen. Just use up some of those pink elements. This isn't embarrassing. Embarrassing is eating so much ice cream at a birthday party, knowing you aren't good with dairy, that you poop your pants on the bus ride home. Finish the story. 3 weeks ago. Gosh, I remember this. Who said it? I remember this, but I don't... Who said it? That's not embarrassing. Embarrassing is eating so much ice cream at a birthday... Wait. Finish the story. 3 weeks ago. It was... Wait. It was it? Why am I thinking Across the Spider-Verse? Why am I thinking that? Am I anywhere near it? Gosh, I remember it. And then somebody stops him and is like, finish the story 3 weeks ago. Not even close. Why am I thinking it was like a Spider-Man thing? Maybe I just got Spider-Man on my brain. Not even close. Who said that? Gosh, I remember it. What was it? Gosh, I'm going to kick myself as soon as I hear it. I don't know. I know I'm going to be like, of course. I remember it. Started as a joke, then became a tradition. Agreed. Great to include various colors. Absolutely. But yeah, it is pretty cool. I mean, you got it. Like I said earlier, you've got to use a color, right, to be a filler. So Roy Kent. Dang it. Why was I thinking the guy from New Girl? Was his name Jake? What's his name? That guy? You know what I'm talking about. Why was I thinking? I was reading it in his voice for some reason. Finish, and then she says, finish the story 3 weeks ago. He was trying to make his niece feel better about something, right? What a show. If you guys haven't watched Ted Lasso, I know that it requires Apple TV, which isn't something that a lot of people probably have any interest in getting, but what a great show. What a great show. Yeah, the really terrible breath episode. Yeah. I gotta watch that Christmas episode again, Kay, as the holidays are approaching. Why were you thinking? So I was reading it in the voice of that guy who voices Peter Parker in Across the Spider-Verse. Or A Visit to a Site, like, yeah. Or don your pirate hats if you must. You know? Ted Lasso. It's great. It's really great. It's one of my favorite things. Shrinking is also very good. I like Shrinking. Also another show that made me feel like I should go get therapy. Which understandably probably what do you call it? Romanticizes therapy maybe a little bit. Maybe. But it's good. It's good. Harrison Ford's in that one. Yeah, Ted Lasso. You got to see Ted Lasso. That should be like required. It's really good. There has never been a show in my life, and I won't spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, but there hasn't been a show that I can think of. Okay, maybe you can think of one, but that like really made you go from like it's kind of a story about redemption arcs, right? Where you start off just like, I despise this person. This person is just not the kind of person I'd like to hang out with. Not my cup of tea. Look at this cutie. But yet like go through like a believable and understandable and like nice arc where you all of a sudden turn around one day and you're like, whoa, wait, do I like this guy? Wait a minute. I didn't see it coming. The guy who plays Ted Lasso irks you. You didn't like it. Well, that would be a big downside if you don't like Ted Lasso. You know, the main character, I could see why you wouldn't like it, but Surviving the Aftermath is free on Epic this week, so I'm going to try that. Cheers. Have fun. I'll have to see what that one is. I always forget to check Epic for new games. All right, last but certainly not least is our little boy, our 2D2. Oh, tip the already built? Yeah, sure. Here you go. There you go. Don't roll away, you eyeball. You singular eyeball. Nah. Wait. Gotta line them up better. It's unacceptable. There we go. How many R2-D2 Lego sets do you need? Well, I mean, this one. Just one more, okay? I can stop whenever I want. Just one more R2-D2. I'm collecting R2s like Infinity Stones. Dang straight. That's right. Clumsy, you'd be so happy. My kid is officially into Spider-Man, like so much. And we watched all the Tom Holland Spider-Man films, other than No Way Home, because why can't you find that to watch anywhere? It's been a year. And you either have to like buy this subscription service from Stars in order to watch it, which is weird. In Before K says I can watch it. Yeah, that I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that. Anyway, so we got to watch that one still. But I told him, he saw the one with Iron Man. He's like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Dude, if you want to learn more about Iron Man, we can start on Iron Man next time." He's actually just like finally getting to the stage where he's like actually watching movies with me and kind of like at least following some of the plot, or at least knowing that like he can stick around and see something cool, like Spider-Man. So I need to start him on Iron Man. Although I was thinking about that first part of Iron Man that he's probably going to be bored with up until like, actual Iron Man shows up. So got No Way Home on DVD, so I just watch it that way. And that's probably a good way to do it. That's why I'm sitting here thinking like, I'll buy it if I need to. Like, it's a good movie. I'll definitely watch it a lot. And you can't even buy it on like YouTube TV or whatever, or Google Play Movies or whatever the heck that is. It's like I'm literally that gif of me trying to give you my money, and you won't even take it. What the heck is a DVD? It must be something the kids are into nowadays. I don't know about all this newfangled technology, right, Kay? Interesting. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. And look at that. No sticker. A nice printed piece. It's the way media is meant to be seen. Clumsy's a DVD hipster. I'm an old lady. I dropped it. I got it. Anyway, no stickers. We're happy about that. I'm happy about that, I guess. That's all I can say. Oh, man. So yeah, I'm excited about him. Kind of, man, I want to go through the entire Infinity Saga with him. He's going to end up liking Marvel more than Star Wars, though. I can just feel it. He's still just kind of like slightly interested in Star Wars. He's not like, I was really hoping something like Rebels or Clone Wars or something would really like get him, but it hasn't roped him in the same way Spider-Man has. I don't know. He just loves Spider-Man. Sorry. Okay. Okay. We're doing the internals now. There's some more pink inside. Did all these have at least a little pink inside? He's old enough for Spider-Verse movies? Spider-Verse wasn't too bad being cartoon. We try to teach him a lot about, like, hey, you know, if something's scary, like, look, this is just pretend. But the Spider-Verse movies aren't too bad. Now, are you asking, did he get it all? No, probably not. But he loves seeing Spider-Man swinging around all over the place. And he asks a lot of questions. You know, he's still like, now, is he too young for like Iron Man? He might be. He might not be ready for that yet. He might not be ready for the entire Infinity Saga. I might be getting ahead of myself. But, yeah. Maybe. I haven't explained 9/11 to him yet. So I don't know if he's ready for the snap, you know. And I say the 9/11 thing, like, not jokingly, okay? Because it happened the other day. So he's playing the Spider-Man game, just kind of roaming around the city. And he knows about the Empire State Building. He knows about, hey, look, another sticker piece. Another printed piece. He knows about the World Trade Center, he calls it. Yeah, I don't think he'll get Iron Man. He's probably not ready for Iron Man yet. I'm just getting ahead of myself. But yeah, so he he talked about that, and we are talking about actually going to take him to New York City someday. And he's like, oh, cool. So we could see the Avengers build, or the A building, he calls it. And I'm like, that's actually not real. That's part of this movie. And he got that though. He was like, oh, okay. Like you know, it wasn't a big deal to him. And then we were watching Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, just because he likes to see New York, right? And he's looking, and he's like, where's the World Trade Center? I was like, oh, well, so back then, this was made a while ago, there actually was 2 World Trade Center buildings, and now we just have one. And he goes, why? What happened? And I was like, I'll tell you when you get a little bit older, okay? He's like, why? What happened? I said, we built a new one. We don't have the 2 anymore. We just built a new one. But I'll tell you why later. I was like, I'm not about to launch into the 9/11 thing with my 4-year-old. But he's getting so intensely curious about everything. Like, he's asking questions about just like anything and everything, you know? Which is good. I want him to be that way. I want him to question things. And I also want to be honest with him. You know, not withhold the harsh reality and the truth of the world to him, but at the same time protecting his innocence, you know, for as long as I possibly can, you know, just doing the best I can. What can I say? He's worse than his mother with Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. He loves Home Alone. He loves laughing at the bad guys. We told him that, like, okay, this is pretend. You can't actually do that to people. And he goes, I know, it's just a movie. New York obsessed weirdos. Yeah, he's all about it. He wants to go. Oh, look, we're going to make a little round top for his little head. Went to NYC, came back with my water bottle reeking of cigarettes. Ooh, really? Does the whole city just smell like smoke? Maybe it's all the smog. Yuck. We might try to go. We might try to go next year. Museum of Natural History, the Bronx Zoo, Intrepid Air and Space Museum. There you go, old school. That'll do it. He'll love that. We'll have to go there. The old Spider-Man and Friends cartoons are on Disney Plus. Yeah, so he does watch Spider-Man and Friends. He does watch that. There's actually a newer one too that he likes called Spidey and His Amazing Friends. He likes that one because it's got Spider-Man, it's got Miles Morales. Yeah, it's just wild how like recently he just really latched on to Spider-Man, like so quick. Just all of a sudden he's like, I'm a Spider-Man guy now. I like Spider-Man. It's like, oh, okay. All right. I went to the Intrepid. They have a massive Lego model of the ship. Well, that's where we're going. That's all you had to say. Now all of a sudden I'm booking a flight. Now I think we're going to go next year. Maybe instead of our Colorado trip, I think we might go to NYC. As long as everything is, you know, relatively calm. We're not going to do anything wild anyway. We'll just be tourists for a few days and then come home. Totally not tempting me. Nah, not at all. VHS and cassettes and floppy disk. Oh, and vinyl LPs. The funny thing is I know all of those. I've had all of those too. Look at the little legs. Even the little legs are so cute. When they get this kind of detail out of this scale, it just never ceases to amaze me. Like, that is R2-D2's leg. Like, 100%. You know what I mean? It's just so weird to get such detail in such a small scale. I love this scale. I just love it. Oh, and then it pops in right there. Ah, it's so clever. Yeah. I wish I was half as clever as the people who make these things. They're so... Look at Look at this little guy. Look at him. He's just a little guy. That is adorable. Jeez. I can't get over that. I knew it looked cute on the box, but good lord. Good lord. He does have to sit up on a little what I like to call pretend imaginary bricks, because we're supposed to pretend like it's not there, right? Look at him. He joins the group. What a little guy. He's just a little guy. Just a little guy. This is an acceptable amount of extra pieces left over. Let me make sure that I didn't forget. Yeah, he looks good. He looks good. So cute. I have a bad feeling about this. Me too. That's it. That's the last one. Wonderful. We did it. Let me go ahead and start putting some of this stuff away. How about mag tapes? I don't remember mag tapes. Good morning, Code. Are those just like cassette tapes? Is that just another word for a cassette tape? What about the ASMR here? Take them apart and start over? Okay. For how much? It's gonna take a lot of bits to get me to do that. They're just too cute, aren't they? So I have a whole row. I don't know how much you can see from here. But I have a whole row behind me here. Waiting for my camera to switch so that you can kind of see them underneath the lightsaber there. That working? They're all lined up there. So I'll go add these to that collection pretty soon. Cool. Thanks for the show. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, I will probably wrap it up here. I mean, I got 15-ish minutes. 10, 15 minutes. But probably by the time I find a raid target, it'll probably be good enough. It's so much fun. These are my favorite streams of the week. I mean, I like doing the morning stuff, obviously, but like, these are some of my favorite streams. I'm going to pick up all the extra pieces, put them over here for right now, or I can put them into the cup. Let's get these lined up. Omen, thank you so much. You have a great day as well. We'll raid out to somebody here pretty soon. Let's see. There we go. I wonder if this camera is too zoomed in on me. Maybe I should back this camera out a little bit. You know? Because it's cutting off my head. I could probably zoom out a little bit. I picked up the Main Street holiday set yesterday. Also got all the power-up parts for it so I can make the trolley actually work. That's going to be so cool. You have to send pictures when that's done. Kind of, but they were used for mass data storage. Okay. A little bit different than cassettes. Because cassettes were all like... And VHS were all magnetic tape, right? Probably more for like those big giant room full of computers. Or room-sized computers. How long do magnetic tapes last? I have so many home videos that I probably need to get transferred over. I told my parents I would do it, and then I haven't. Let's go over to this scene over here just to get things going and say goodbye, all right? Hi. Welcome back. Hi, Coleman. How you doing? What the hell are those frogs? That's right. You guys do the Holiday Village. Tired? I'm tired too. I had a long day yesterday. Let's see. Oh man, I didn't close my closet all the way. Uh-oh. Is there anything in there that you shouldn't see? Hang on. Nah, just junk. It's just junk. It's just where I store everything, you know, everything that I don't want to have out. I like having a nice clean room as long as you don't open that. And there you go. Stayed up too late taking care of drunk people. Good on you. Good for you. I guess keeping the kid up a little later last night ended up working out because he's still sleeping. He was up till like 9:45 last night because we had some people over. So like, you know, we weren't like, okay, 7:30, go to bed. Seems to have been, I thought he'd still be up at like 7:30. Is Mrs. Nonder here? She might still be sleeping too. Dang. I gotta go check on my family. Is everybody okay? Let's go see who we can raid out to. Whoops, not me. We got nobody doing Lego stuff. I only have a couple of people, and they're not people that I typically raid out to. So do we have any suggestions from chat for a raid target today? If not, we can just call it. I'm fine with that too. I was up later than normal being the drunk person, but not the one Coleman took care of. I was going to say, wow, it's a small world. You should have just said like, and thank you for that. I am Sarah Cat. Lars always comes in with the good. I am Sarah Cat. Okay. There you are. Bum, bum, bum. Playing Power Wash Simulator. Kay loves Power Wash Simulator. We played that together one time. The funny thing is, though, it's such a chill zen game that, like, I couldn't, we would just end up, like, being silent with each other in the Discord and just like, oh, wait, sorry, I forgot you were here. That's also one of the reasons I haven't been able to stream it, because I've just been too, like, I get too zen with a game like that. Kind of same with like building something large in Minecraft. I have a hard time talking, you know. Okay, let's go. Let's do that. Let's send it on. Go say hi. Have a good Saturday. You too, Clumsy. I'm going to go probably... what we have on the docket today. I got to check with the missus. It's weird that they're all still asleep. Why do I keep getting an ad? Oh, are they doing a charity thing? Okay. Do I have the volume up? Hang on. Okay. Maybe that's why it keeps popping up. Sometimes I think about streaming, but then I remember I have nothing interesting to say. I'm sure you have a ton interesting to say. I think we just should start a Star Wars podcast. Then you'd have a lot of interesting things to say. I don't think so right now, but they do often. Okay. I just, for some reason, got like 3 ads in a row, so I didn't know if that was somebody running, like, taking their channel points and running ad. It was weird. It stopped, I got in, and then it played again. But anyway. Okay, yeah, let's go raid. I am Sarah Cat. There you go. Oh, great. Everybody have a great day. I wish you the best. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. The next time you see me, it will be Monday morning. I don't think I have any. Oh, no. Hey, pump the brakes. I'm off on Monday. I'm off Monday. Then I work Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I'm off Thursday, Friday. Then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I got PTO coming up. It's going to be wonderful. Stay tuned. I'll let you know what I'm going to do as far as streams go. Maybe just a little bit longer streams each morning. But we got a couple of fun events coming up in December. We have Santa Non to look forward to. We also have the stream of the year. The game of the stream. Stream of the year? The game of the stream 2023. That's also coming up as well. So get ready for that. It's going to be fun. We're entering a very fun time. So, okay, there we go. That's all I got to say for now. I'll tell you more about what we're going to do next week and going forward later. Okay, bye. Bye.